are then welcome to the official launch of the Clay Shooting TV Premier League for 2015. We've now established the majors that are going to be covered this year for the Premier League, and on October the 11th at Bisley Shooting Ground we will see the top 32 go through to those Premier League finals. So this is made up with all the majors. We've actually now identified 9 majors. The World English Sporting and the Beretta Worlds we put slightly separately, but the winner of the World Sporting will be invited back to the Premier League final. In the Beretta Worlds, because it is using a Beretta product only, we've decided to do half of the ranking points. But for the 7 other majors, so the Essex Masters, the British Open, the English Open, the Classic Sporting, the Krieghoff Masters, the Shoot Clay 150 and the Game Ball 150, they will all have full ranking points from 1st place to 50th place. So within that we'll be able to have our Premier League final at the end of the year. Nobody has to pay for that. We have cash prizes so all of the top shots can come. On that finals day, the top shots will be going head to head. They will be shooting a sporting course over 3 compact layouts that we will have very close to each other. So the course is being designed by Steve Lovett, and within those 3 particular courses that we've got set up, we will then end up with 4 shooters going through head to head to be crowned the Premier League champion for 2015. This really is exciting. We're not reinventing the wheel, but we're taking those majors, we're using those ranking points, and we want to bring you a really thrilling final. Anybody can come and watch it, and you'll be able to watch it at Bisley Shooting Ground, so pretty central location in the UK. There'll be a big cash prize for the winner, number of other prizes as well, but what we want to be able to bring you is a thrilling final here on Clay Shooting TV. For more information on the Premier League, how it's going to work in the ranking points, please go to our website, clayshooting.tv. Also, each month in Clay Shooting Magazine, who we've collaborated with, they will be bringing you those scores as well within their magazine. So this really is an exciting year for clay shooting, and let's really hope we can push it on to the next level. Well, morning. Here we find ourselves at Bisley Shooting Ground, very much quintessentially English. And if you look behind us, you can see a lot of snow overnight. And I think it's quite apt because here today, we're here to look at a collaboration between Bisley Shooting Ground and Gulf Coast Clays. Gulf Coast Clays are based in Florida. This is not really the kind of weather that they get. But we're here with some of the American press here and also some of the American tourist boards, because this is going to be a twinning between taking people from the UK to Florida and to also other grounds in the US, and also then bringing back people from the USA to come enjoy the facilities that we have not only at this ground here, but certainly that would be the choice of many, but also some of the other lovely grounds that we have here in the UK. So let's go and chat to a few other people now. Well, it's certainly a little bit chilly this morning, isn't it, Colin, out there? But how have you enjoyed it so far?
It's been a brilliant start to the day, absolutely. A bit warmer in Florida, but this is a great starting point anyway for getting people interested in clay pigeon shooting in Florida. Who'd have thought that?
Well, absolutely. But I mean, for Florida itself, we know Colin has got Gulf Coast clays, but also this year the World Sporting Championships is going to be in Florida as well. How many people a year do you think go over to Florida, in general for a vacation?
Well, from the UK specifically, there's 1.5 million Brits a year go to Florida to enjoy the sunshine, the fabulous attractions, and its great beaches. As of today, it's not aware of clay pigeon shooting, but like everyone wants to do something different, and this offers something different for the Brits on holiday. So,
and certainly, for all three of you, how have you found it today? Is this your first time shooting?
It's not actually, but no, it's first time shooting in the snow in England, which is fantastic. Wonderful location here. I'm sure the place in Florida is just as spectacular. So, yeah, everyone's been really fantastic. Great hosts, great teachers. So yeah, we've all been doing quite well.
And how have you got on shooting? All right?
I've previously shot before,
yeah.
and I've been getting some improvements on my technique. But I think it's really important that there's an option for shooters when they go on holiday to even pop out from a hotel or resort for a couple of days and get a few shots in. So I think if that can be publicised more and also linked in with some of the hotel complexes, certainly in places like Florida, I think there will certainly be an appetite for it for certainly guys like me on holiday and want to get away from the swimming pool for a couple of days.
And just a final sort of general question to maybe one of you or three of you. In terms of what you've seen today in terms of clay shooting, more and more people, when they go on a vacation or holiday, they want to do more activities. Do you think clay shooting has a part to play in that?
Yeah, I think it does. I think it's actually open to all ages, to be honest. I think it's, 6 or 7-year-old, could learn to shoot clay pigeons, And,
yeah, and it's when you go on holiday, it's all about trying something different, having those lasting memories from your holiday. And this, I think we're all going to remember today. And if I was in Florida in the sunshine, I'd remember it even more.
Well, on that note, I'll leave you to go and shoot some more clays.
Great way to finish. Now you can relax. Down now. We have a wonderful case of stealing up to our friendship. You may have to do
So, ladies, pretty much you've never shot before. How have you found it?
Amazing. I think it's absolutely incredible. Big adrenaline rush and beautiful day for it as well. I really enjoyed it. I didn't think I would, but no, once you have the first shot, then it's all good.
Chloe, for you, you've shot once before, but how did today go so far?
It's great. Once you hit the first one, you just want to keep going. So yeah, it's a lot of fun.
And we've got three lovely ladies here, and all of you can shoot, and you've enjoyed it. Is it the kind of thing you'd recommend to your friends as well?
Hugely. As a novice, I didn't expect to hit one clay, and the expert advice we've had, I've managed to shoot. I just got 8 out of 8.
Yeah.
And
you don't like it because she's actually so.
beginner's luck, but I think it's addictive, and so I kind of just want to come back, show more people how to do it, because I think it's something that you've got to try, give it a go.
And we're certainly here in Britain. We're doing the twinning between Bisley Shooting Ground and obviously Gulf Coast clays. And the advantage is, if you're going across to America to Florida, the weather might just be a little bit different to this.
Yeah, definitely. You might actually be able to feel your toes is the key thing.
Well, I know you've got a few more stands to go, but thanks for taking some time with us.
Thank you.
Well, Colin, the weather couldn't actually be any more different than Florida, couldn't it? But this is a very special day for you here at Bisley.
It is. I mean, you're right. I'm still laughing. Here we are with 2 or 3 inches of snow on the ground, and I brought a whole bunch of people out here to persuade them that Florida is a fantastic winter destination. So, thank you. You've done the work for me. But yes, we're at Bisley, which is the club twin with mine, Gulf Coast Clays, and we're hosting a little day to try and show some of the travel trade that shooting is a kind of valid destination sport. As you know, not everybody outside the shooting world quite understands what it is we do, and there is that image we have that we're all, crazy-eyed loons up a water tower like snipers. And so these are the guys who have to sell shooting as a destination. So if they're saying, you know what, you can come to Florida, and people do, I just need to persuade them. And as you know, once you've got somebody to break a clay, we're home and dry.
And it's very unusual, though, for a ground actually here in the UK to twin with anybody. So this twinning, though, is a very important move for the sport as a whole.
Well, I think it for me, it's kind of a symbol. The great links between the US and the UK, and we see that with the Worlds and the US teams coming and us going over to them. There is a huge link between the two shooting communities, and I think anything we can do to try and push that a little bit more, and I think I've said before, try and remind the Americans that we did invent this and we are best at it. Thank you, Richard Folds. It's important that we foster those links. There's a great goodwill in the US shooting community towards the UK, and I'd like to see more UK travellers coming to the States and taking advantage of that.
Exactly what you did.
What was the exciting thing about it for you?
Well, being able to hit the clay was very exciting. But just being out in the beautiful scenery here as well. But very, very nice. A good fun experience.
And what about for yourself? How have you enjoyed it?
Yeah, it's good. I've never even fired a gun before, so yeah, it's definitely been a new experience as well. So yeah, it's been good to find out that you can actually do it.
So were you a little bit nervous before you did it?
Yeah, I was a bit unsure as to what to expect. Having never fired a gun, you're not sure what your body's going to do and reaction to it. So I think it's interesting to kind of go through that for the first time, and then once you get the hang of it, really start focusing on actually hitting the clay and doing it right.
And certainly in terms of that, this event is about looking for people going from the UK, experienced shots, or people just looking for a holiday over in America. But do you think you would be able to recommend clay shooting to people when they come over there for a vacation?
Definitely, absolutely, and in Florida it's a wonderful experience because you're out in the Everglades where the Gulf Coast clays are based, and it's a fantastic vast wilderness, so it's a really wonderful experience just to be out in the open and close to nature.
Do you think this is certainly something you'd be telling people to try?
Yeah, definitely. It's given me the confidence that anyone can do it, despite whether you've got experience in this kind of sport or otherwise. I think it's really accessible, so yeah, definitely be something I'd recommend.